You good to go? You sure? No red light. Are we good? All right. Hey everybody, Kevin Short here at the Lew's booth at the Bassmasters Classic here in Shreveport. You know, I get asked a lot of times, how do you put your line on your reel? You wouldn't think that something that simple would get asked so many questions, but hey, it's really simple. Got like a little Lew's laser speed spool laser MG, and what I do is I simply run the line through the line guide, and then with the holes in the spool, hey, all I do is just run it straight through two of those holes, hold my thumb against the spool, and start wrapping it on there, all right? And what happens is, it's gonna leave a little tag end. I'll take a pair of scissors, snip that tag end off, and just start winding it, all right? One of the most important things when you're winding your line on the spool is always wind it the opposite direction from your spool. Let me get these a little bit closer together and you can see. It's coming off the top of the spool here, going on the top of the spool on this side, okay? That's very important. Now, that's for a bait caster. For a spinning reel, all I simply do is turn the spool over upside down for my spinning reels, okay? Spinning reel, you want to point the reel straight at the spool, come off the bottom of the spool, and that'll cut down a lot of that line twist. Don't worry if don't try and do it off the end of the spool and you're not sure which end. If you'll simply run it off the bottom of the spool for your spinning reels, top of the spool for your bait casters, it'll be all right, okay? Another question that I get asked is, how much line do you actually put on there, all right? And I'll tell you what I do is I'll fill the spool about half to 3/4 full with an 8 to 10 pound line, usually a monofilament. It makes it real nice, makes a real nice smooth layer, okay? And then I'll actually add whatever size line that I'm gonna be using on top of that, okay? I can cut it off, tie a little blood knot, real simple to tie, and I can tie those two lines together, and that way I'm only using 50, 60, 70 yards of 10, 12, 14 pound, whatever I'm putting on the top of it, and I'm not having to fill the entire spool, okay? We're gonna fill this entire spool with some 14 pound Vicious Ultimate monofilament, and I'm gonna show you exactly where. Now, a lot of people would stop right here, okay? And you can see kind of the edge of the spool. That is not enough line on your spool to make a really nice long cast, okay? Go ahead and fill that thing up. Most spools that we have with the Lew's, they've got a little bevel on the side there. You can see where that little bevel goes up, okay? I want the line to be even with the edge of that bevel. That is just about perfect for making real nice long casts. But you can see right there, we're gonna stop it right about there. We're right at the edge of that little bevel there on the sides, okay? That reel is full of line. If you put much more than that on it, it's gonna be a little bit too much. It's not gonna cast as well as if you'll fill it right up to the edge of those bevels. So try that, I bet it'll help you with some longer casts.